Hey gems, it's me Curly K and we are back with another video. First and foremost, I just need to say shouts out to my moo. Get into it. Oh, we'll just model it for you guys real quick. How you guys doing? So welcome to my channel. I'm so excited to be here with you guys today. My name is Curly K, technically Clarissa, and I am a YouTuber. I decided to go ahead and start my page strictly for my hair and beauty reaction videos. So welcome. I look forward to seeing you guys on my next videos and, seeing the rise in my reviews and just everything I have to offer you guys regarding curls, 4C, 4B, 3, 2, 8, any type of curl related natural hair, and technically not all the way natural. I am a bleached African American woman. And I'm loving it. I'm enjoying my hair. I will do a separate video on my bleach process, an update on my bleach process. And at this point, I'm just now saying, you know what? I'm going to just do some styles with my hair. And I decided, because I post so much things on my main channel throughout the week, that I should really take some time out to have a strict channel regarding beauty and hair and everything within that, because I absolutely love it and I wish I could post more videos, but I don't want from that other channel to get bombarded with that type of content. So I said, it's about that time, sis, and here we are with the new channel. So I hope you guys subscribe. I hope you guys like. I would not be mentioning my other channel all the time in the videos, but I figured since it's like my first or second video, depending on how I set this channel up, that I should at least say that I do have another channel. So if you see my face on other type of content, it's me. I just have other channels, okay? So yeah, welcome. So for today's video, per the title, we're going to do a curl rod set review. I'm actually going to follow Kurly Chris 101 perm rod set, and then what I'm also going to do is do a separate video of me doing a perm rod set. So I'm going to do the perm rod set with her as like a review kind of reaction type of video of walk by 101 walkthrough of me doing the curl rod set, and then I will post a separate video. So with this video, you're basically seeing the clips of her within it, me actually following her steps through and through. And then if you wanted to just see the clips by itself, me just actually doing the perm rod set, then you'll have the full video of me doing it without the distraction of the back and forth, or however I decide to edit the video with her videos as well. So you will get a full video of the perm rod set without distractions for those that really want to be able to follow what I do or what I'm mimicking her in this video. So I want to make it known that I am not a cosmetologist. However, I did go to cosmetology school. I did not graduate for a reason. And so I want to make sure I say that I'm technically not a licensed professional, but I know what I'm doing. I've been doing hair since I was about 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. And I started with braids. Then I went on to do flat irons, blow dries, curls. Actually, if I'm being quite honest, I did this to myself, but I kind of like for people, I started with braids and then I started with quick weaves and sew-ins. But on myself, I always do blow dry and flat irons and rod sets, all that kind of stuff. And it's just always been my side hustle. So I do know what I'm doing. But what I want you guys to know, and just so you understand, my Instagram is not Curly K. It's actually Golden Hair Gems. So you can always find gems within anything that you're doing in life. You can learn from anybody and everything. And so nobody has all of the answers. So you could watch a video and learn some things from somebody that you never knew. Like, oh, she did that different. Let me try that. And then boom, your hair comes out popping. Like everybody has their own way of doing things. So I like to see everybody's way of doing things and then test them out for myself. And what might work for my hair, it may not work for your hair. You know what I'm saying? So I like to see what works out and what people do differently. So for me, I saw her video and she would explain some things thoroughly, and I'm like, yes, that's why that happened to me. Yes, that's why this happened to that person. And I'm like, okay, cool. Let me go ahead and shout her out because her videos are thorough, and I actually really like her energy, and I just wanted to make sure that I show appreciation for her and her content, because let me tell you, being a YouTuber can be hard. So up front and personal, I'm a talkative person. Y'all gonna get, this is what I am day in and day out. So yeah, let's get into the video. Now that we've had this full disclaimer, make sure you subscribe, like, and share. And yeah, I just want to make sure I shout her out. Curly Chris, I really like her energy. I really like her content. And let's get into this video. So I don't really know how it's going to be structured, but what's going to happen right now is I'm going to go to my bathroom. I'm going to show you guys me co-washing my hair and detangling my hair. In her video, she made it perfectly clear that she put a leave-in conditioner on her hair while wet in the shower. Now that I don't do. So what I normally do is I will shampoo, condition my hair, just condition my hair depending on the time of the week, my regimen. And then I will put my leave-in conditioner in, let my hair sit a little bit. Sometimes I do put a heated, like a cap on or a bag on and let it sit. But I don't actually put the leave-in on inside of the shower and let it sit. And she said the reason why she did that is to keep in the hydration. So when I get out of the shower, knowing my hair is not as wet, so basically while her hair is soaking wet, she applies her leave-in and then applies the bag. So that's what we're about to do. That's what we're about to do. But I'm going to co-wash my hair. She also made it perfectly clear that she detangled her hair during that process. So she detangled her hair and then put in the leave-in conditioner, and she also used a leave-in milk. So I also have a version of a milk. It's not really a milk, but I'll show you guys the products when we get to the bathroom. And yeah, so I'm going to basically mimic what she's doing and give my thoughts throughout the process. So this is actually a quick little reaction, a hair reaction video, but I make sure that I want to make sure I'm being as thorough as her as well, and explaining what's going on, not just doing and mimicking, but giving you guys some knowledge, some little gems too. So yeah, let's go on to the bathroom, guys.
You're going to also be needing some hair clips.
Okay.
These are also the ones
washing process.
in my Amazon store.
This right here.
Amazon must-have
I'm also going to use
These are the hair clips
this
I'm
comb,
going to be using. And
this
then next
comb,
I'm going to be using brushes. So this is a Denman
and
brush.
these
this is
two
a regular
brushes
defining
to
brush
detangle.
that I got from the Joyful Bee. So I
Also,
want to be going back and forth between these
I will be
two.
using,
and this one is also one that I mentioned in the Amazon video.
This
and of course,
leave-in
we're all looking
conditioner
forward to the most is the products, okay? So for my leave-in conditioner, I've already applied the Camille Rose Moisture Milk. And then for the styler, we're going to be
these
using
two products
Design Essentials
for
Avocado
my
So now we've gotten into all the products and tools that
I will show you guys the rods.
Let's talk about.
So I really like the Lala Body, but I don't have that much left. So I'm going to use whatever I have left in it, and then I'm going to really make sure I remember which side it's on, and see if it makes a difference between the two. Now, if you guys already know, B&B is the old school holy grail. Don't pretend like y'all don't know. But this is like, you know, the new natural fave. So, you know, this never did you wrong back in the day, but now you know your history and your research, so you start to do a better product. So we're going to see which one actually is better, if it's the same, if I prefer one or the other, because this is what I have. And so we're going to use this because I always like this product. What we're not going to do is use any gels or any cream with this process, because we do not want flaking. The number one thing and the one problem and cause of flaking is to have too much product build up in your hair. And a lot of times people do these curl rod sets, flexi rod sets, and get that flakes or those flakes. And you don't want that. So you're going to try to use as least products as you can for that simple fact. And when you are coating each section before you put the foam on, you're going to use a oil. This is my oil of choice, the olive oil Miracle Growth Oil Treatment Oil. I'm going to need more than this. So I will be using, I'm going to need more than this. So I will be using the African's Best Ultimate Herbal Oil with olive oil once this is done. So you guys, let me tell you, I use all my products to the T.
The hair.
So every little bit counts.
I like to
so
start
this is
out
what I'm going to be using.
My styles with the
plastic
cap over my head. Let me clarify.
428.
The grocery bag. Over my head is because I am locking in all that moisture from already applying my leave-in conditioner in the shower.
Okay.
So I always get bomb results in a bomb moisturized base by applying my leave-in conditioners in the shower immediately after I wash.
Hair
so this really bad boy is already in my hair, and now we can go in
that up.
And
they wanted that. They wanted that leave-in.
Cooking up underneath here.
Definitely.
Y'all, it's
it definitely
very
wanted that leave-in conditioner. My hair is feeling nice and soft.
If you have never applied your leave-in in the shower, sis or bro, I highly recommend that you try it out. Now, the reason why I chose a hair milk instead of a regular leave-in is because since we're doing a perm rod set, we're going to be using a mousse, right? So we're not going to be using our regular creams or butters like I typically would use on my hair. So I wanted to make sure that I still got the right amount of moisture. So I made sure to go in with a milk because a milk is a tad bit thicker, a tad bit more moisturizing than a regular leave-in. So we can start over here and just look at how juicy the curls are, y'all.
Okay, so
my hair feels so good, so moisturized,
right, guys.
And I'm really.
This is what we're going to do. These are the rods that I have. Some people have the orange ones. I have this size, and then I have. Where's the smaller ones? I have these two size. These two size
good stuff and clips. More. So make sure you are subscribed and notifications are turned on so you don't miss a thing in the series. Okay, bro, are you listening? Let's go ahead and start.
I need to comb.
First thing first that you want to do is the size sections. Those matter so much. So I've already applied my leave-in conditioner to this entire section, which means my hair is going to stay moisturized, juicy throughout the entire styling process, so I won't have to reapply any water. So I'm gonna go ahead and pin this part up using my clip,
and then we'll part my hair down the middle.
Then we're going to start. This is gonna be one perm rod right here. So I like to do my perm rods not in too small of sections, but just around this section, this size right here, like an inch width and length. So then we're gonna go in with my Denman and just define, because remember I've already detangled in the shower, so I'm not detangling right now. I'm just going in to define basically, and boom. Now the next step that I'm going to mention is kind of one that you can decide to do on your own. And that is applying oil right here. Real quick interruption. So about oil, you do not have to add oil to your hair if your hair gets weighed down easily. Oil will add more shine, but can also weigh the hair down. So be very careful and particular when deciding if you're going to use oil or not. It is not necessary at all. It's a step that I took, but don't feel like you have to. And if you have low density hair, you probably shouldn't. So whenever I do my twist outs, I follow the LCO method, leave-in, cream, and oil. And I use the oil to seal everything in, right? However, we're not using a cream, so I still want to use an oil to seal in my most moisturizing product, and that would be the hair milk. So I'm going to go in with a little bit of oil, and I'm using the Glam Naturally Oil hair oil. Wow, I said oil a lot of times. And I'm just going to get about 3 drops of oil on my fingers and go ahead and seal in that moisture.
So I went ahead and pumped this much. This is actually a little bit too much.
So after
for this section,
I'm going to take
honestly, so I'm going to put it back in my hair.
Where the little rubber band
That's much a pump. It's okay.
I'm going to put my hair on here and smooth it around. Smooth around the ends.
Smoothing it down.
You really need to make sure that it's very, very smooth at the ends, okay? That is like super important.
Smoothing it down. And because it's a smaller section,
if the ends ain't popped, popping.
I'm just going to go ahead and use a small one. Period. Now,
that's the motto.
I'm going to try my best to make them all
make sure
vertical.
Those ends are smooth so they can dry in the right shape and not be frizzy. And then we're going to go ahead and curl on up. Now, whenever I do my perm rods, I like to, do that little motion right there. That's just something that I like to do. But you don't have to do it that way. And then once we get right here, we're going to take this piece and you want to secure it on the part of the hair that's coming over the perm rod. So I'm going to take this and secure it just like this. Boom. And it's going to stay in place. It's not going to go anywhere. If I were to secure it on this side, it would have gotten loose. So you want to secure it on the side that I just now showed you guys. Now moving right along. So the next thing we're going to do is part the hair horizontal once again. And this is how I work with my hair. So I have 40 perm rods. So I'm aiming for 10 per section. So make sure that you know how many perm rods you're working with beforehand, so you don't run out and then you're looking crazy on that last section, okay? So this happened to me before. So I just now split this entire section horizontal and created a mini section. And this is going to be 2 perm rods. So we're gonna go in and detangle. And whenever I say detangle, this should not be your first time detangling today. This is just a courtesy detangle, basically, to make sure everything is smooth. You should have already detangled in the shower, so already being detangled right here, okay? It makes everything much easier. So now I'm going to go in with the oil. And once again, y'all, this oil step is not something that is mandatory. Please understand that. But I think it helps with sealing in my moisture, so I do this step. And this part right here is going to be 2 perm rods, so I did 3 pumps on my hands, and now I'm going to smooth this on in. And I really love this foam, y'all. Like, this Design Essentials foam is really, really good for rod sets. See how smooth it gets the hair? That's what you want for a rod set. You don't want to use anything that is not going to get your hair smooth. I also do not recommend using gels for rod sets, because since you're rolling your hair up on a rod, you're going to be overlapping your hair, and it's also going to be drying in place. So sometimes that can cause a cast and also flakes on if you're using gel, but that's just my opinion. So we're going to work with this one first. I'm going to do one more courtesy detangle, just so I can make sure everything's detangled, because I don't play no games. And then we're going to start at the bottom once again. Take your rod, pop it open, go starting at the bottom, smooth that on, smooth it all the way so that nothing's standing out. Cover the part that you smoothed one time, and then start to roll on up. Now I'm not going to do the wrap around this time. I'm just going to do it the normal way, so you guys, in case anyone does not do the wrap around, this is what you would do for the normal way. And you would just go on up. And then whenever you get to the root, I do recommend wrapping around one time, just to get it pretty tight right there. You want to make sure it's tight at the root. Do not put it loose, guys. And then secure. And boom. Beautiful. And that's why I like to work in horizontal sections, because I already moisturized 2 sections for perm rods in one setting instead of having to do it twice, you know. Now I'm going to courtesy detangle and then start at the end. Make sure it's real smooth. Go on up. And then I'm going to do my wrap around. another tip. So you guys see how whenever I did my perm rods, I did them in a downwards direction, so they are standing vertical. You do not want your perm rods to stand horizontal, slanted. You kind of want to get them to all be vertical. And the reason why is because when you take that down, it's trained and it's already dried in the direction of vertical. So that's exactly the way it's going to fall. So make sure that you do it vertical. That way it's going to fall in that same direction. So I'm now in the front, and I wanted to show you guys what I'm doing for the front and how I'm doing my parts and everything. So I do one is to make sure your ends are
This is how we are looking. This is how we're looking. I hope everything works out fine, because see, if you are a natural girl, then you know flexi rods and perm rods are hit or miss. But the number one
right
thing
here, I'm going to do 3 perm rods and
perfecting your flexi rod set and perm rod set is to make sure that your hair is dry. So normally I don't use heat, but this time I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my hair in a blow dryer and I'm going to spray my hair.
Now, in order to dry, I set underneath my hooded dryer for about
I have this heat protectant,
maybe even 3,
which is for smooth, straight, silky hair and to protect hair from heat damage. So
doing the corkscrew rod, you really have to go like a little bit extra in the drying time, because you are now like bulking the hair,
spread that up,
rolling it up in the rod where it's like one layer. So you got to go like a little bit extra.
And so right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to let it air dry, let that soak in.
So go ahead and do the extra step,
and I am going to then after a while put it under the hooded dryer, and it might need to be under there for maybe like 2 hours, maybe
process. Like it's kind of difficult,
maybe less, because I'm going to probably let it sit out for an hour. I'm going to go fold up some laundry, and then when I'm done folding the laundry up, I'm going to put my hooded dryer on and let it run, because I don't have the actual dryer. I have like the old school version where you hook the blow dryer to the hood, right? So it's gonna be hard trying to keep that in and fold laundry. So however long it takes me to fold laundry, that's how long it's gonna be air drying. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna put myself under the actual dryer, and then we'll come back to see what's going on. Okay guys, so we are back and my hair should be dry. I let my hair air dry, and then I actually stayed underneath the dryer for about an hour and a half, 2 hours, while watching some things on Netflix and YouTube. So hopefully my hair has dried, because if not, I'm going to be so freaking upset. So let's go ahead and do the very first one. Ooh, I want to hold it. Ooh, it looks cute. So guys, this is the finished product. Your girl is cute. All I want to say is, do you guys see the shine on these curls? Do you guys see the shine? And I love how my hair has so many different dimensions of colors. See that? Like, my hair is growing though. Like, my hair is growing hella fast. Okay, so all in all, this is the end of the video. I followed her video to the T. I actually think she had a lot of good tips in her video. I actually liked how thorough it was, and it worked for me. The only thing that I will say is that my hair really did soak up the moisture, and I had an issue with that the first time I did a curl rod set, which I'll link the videos here or in the description box, but it takes a while for my hair to dry. So I just realized today how hot a hooded dryer is. My scalp was like burning, and so I need to basically prepare myself for that, or maybe I need to get one of those like actual hooded dryers. Like I have the one that you can attach your blow dryer to, and then you know, it's a hood, but it's not like the actual hood that goes over your head. Maybe I need one of those because that thing was burning my scalp, and I'm like, dang. So I kept stopping and starting to take the heat off, and then also I took a while before I even did that process to air dry, because I thought if I air dried it, it would be easier and quicker process when I actually did go underneath the dryer, and it was like the same. So I don't know. Let me know how it works for you guys. But yeah, I give her video a thumbs up, and I look forward to seeing more of her content. If you're new to this channel, and I hope you are, please make sure you subscribe, like, and share, and come back for more. Like I told you, I'll do full breakdowns after this video, so check out the full videos that I will post. Thank you so much for watching this one, and I'll see you later, my gems. Good night.